Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. I am back with another video. Yeah, hopefully these things are going to start picking up here. Definitely for NFL, we will be doing it once a week, an NFL video for you guys. Definitely excited for that. Only 2 more weeks until the regular season. Preseason, yeah, hasn't really been doing too bad for it. 4 out of the 6 days we have won some money for our subs, so definitely not too bad there. And also MLB, as you guys see in the title, it's been taken off as well. 9 out of 11 days. Been doing very, very good here, to finish out the tail end of the year. So definitely excited about that. If you guys want to join us, like I said, we're not really known for our MLB, but, it's doing pretty good. Like I said, 9 out of 11 days right now. That we're cashing. So we'd love to have you guys on. If you guys just want to try it out for a day, it's only $8 for the day. Like I said, you get 2 lineups, so why not just try it out? If you do decide you want to keep going, it's only $30 for the month. We don't have that much time left on MLB. Honestly, thank goodness. Like I said, that just means NBA is that much closer. Anyway, let's go over it. Also, like I said, we have golf. Golf did cash last week. If you played them in double ups and not tournaments, double ups and 50-50s and stuff like that in small leagues, which I did. Definitely not too bad. So, anyway, this is just how we've been doing here the last couple weeks or so. I'm not going to go through it all, but as you see there, August 16th, put in 83, won 142. This one here's another one of our subs here on August 16th as well. Won $100 there. And then this was MLB and NFL. This was the 17th, also won there on MLB. So as you see, yeah, just doing very good. Another one of our subs there. Won some money. Another one there. Another sub 148 there. So like I said, MLB is not doing too bad right now. So we'd love to have you guys join us. Like I said, only $8 a day if you want to hit us up on there. Here was a golf for it last week. Like I said, 465. If you would have played that in a tournament, no, it wouldn't have cashed. I always tell my subs to play them in double ups and 50-50s and small leagues. That's the way to go. It's very, very easy to cash, and stuff like that. So, and then here is another one here 2 hours ago. One here, 149. That would have won everywhere, so definitely not too bad. Anyway, I'll go over this one real quick. We got Cole here. He got me 30. Sucked. I thought he would rebound from the last Seattle visit, but it just didn't happen. Morales did very good with 2 bombs. Shaw, solid 22.2. Moustakis, he kind of sucked. This was a cash lineup for sure. A lot of these guys were very, very popular. Anderson, 15.7, did okay. We had Kane with the 15. Nick Martini, he didn't have any, and I think I had Yelich as well. I forgot the rest of the lineup, but that's how we did. So, that was yesterday. Like I said, 9 out of 11 days there for MLB. So, as I said, if you want to join, $8 a day, $30 a month. If you want to do some PGA, it starts every Thursday, which is only $10 for 2 lineups. Like I said, play some double ups and stuff like that. Easily make your money there. You don't always have to play tournaments and go big. When NBA comes around, that's when you're going to want to start doing that. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So today we got a big 15 game slate here for MLB. You got to watch out for that Washington game. That one is not looking too good. Also Pittsburgh. Those 2 games are looking a little iffy. This is really early in the morning, but it's not looking good there for Washington. So just keep an eye on that. Anyway, let's go through some of the totals here that I'm really looking at here. We've got a 9 there in Detroit, 9 in Cincinnati, 9.5 Boston and Cleveland. That could be interesting. Colorado, San Diego, obviously 10.5. We know how the Colorado games go. Oakland, Texas, interesting one there. Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, it's only a 7 because of Snail. Sorry, Kansas City and Tampa Bay, only a 7 because of Snail. Baltimore, Toronto, could be looking at that one there. So not the craziest high totals, but not really low ones. For the most part, some of these games are going to be close. Like you see a 130, a 140, a 115. So most of these games should be relatively close. We got a 190. That's quite a bit of a spread in that one there. So, let's get into it here. So these are just the best positions here for FanDuel. These are the best players overall. Let's go by position. I like doing that. As normal, these do change throughout the day. So, depending on if they're playing or the weather and stuff like that. So, Anyway, number one, yeah, Boston for sure here against Bieber. He was solid in the beginning of the year. Not looking too good here recently. A lot of lefty bats here against. Bieber. You can put in Mitch Moreland, maybe a little bit of Jackie Bradley if he plays for a cheaper guy. Obviously, you got your bets, your Martinez. If you can fit him in there, yeah, I don't mind it. Rizzo, I don't mind him. I don't think he'll be crazy popular. I do think they can obviously get the Zimmerman here, but like I said, if you can afford him, 4,100, that's definitely expensive. I think Milwaukee will be popular in a cash game play. If you want to go maybe a couple guys here for Toronto against Bundy, you can maybe go that way. I don't want a lot of exposure. He's been up and down recently. Every time I pick against him, he does half decent. Definitely don't mind a couple Diamondbacks here against Pena here in Anaheim. And then obviously you're going to have a lot of Colorado guys there with against Erlin. So that's kind of what you're looking at. Definitely love some Mitch Moreland for sure. He'll be popular. Don't mind some Rizzo if you can afford him. Aguilar, don't mind him. Obviously, home run or bust kind of a guy. Smoke's been up and down as well. And then really don't mind Goldschmidt or maybe a little bit of Desmond there. All right, moving on here to second base. We got LeMahieu. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of Dodgers on here for sure. A lot of Diamondbacks here. A lot of Rockies here in the top because of they're playing in Coors Field, and then probably a lot of Cubbies and some Milwaukee guys there. Zobrist, Shaw, Baez. I'll look at those guys. Not really high on Travis. He's more of a lefty killer, even though he's been half decent recently. So not much going on in the second base area. Third base, Arenado, Moustakas for sure. David Boyd, if he gets a start, I'll definitely put him in there. He'll be very popular if he starts. Maybe a couple Yankees here against Lopez and Miami. Unfortunately, they are in Miami. Not the greatest place to hit there. Eduardo Escobar, like I said, these guys are so dang expensive here. Yolmer Sanchez, don't really like him against Barrios, though. Evaldi, don't know how he's going to do. Is he going to be a good Evaldi or bad Evaldi? Don't know. Maybe a couple Tampa Bay Ray guys. Matt Duffy here against Sparkman. Maybe put him in there. Malik Smith. A couple of Rays guys are always good to put in there. On a crazy night like tonight, no one's going to pick them. So if they go off, you might be half decent. I think about a week ago or so, I picked him against the Yankees, and Smith had like 34 points or something. Also had Kiermaier. He was batting like $170. He had like 20 points. So once in a while, the Rays will get you something. Anyway, Story, don't mind him here against Erlin. I know he's not the worst pitcher, but you know how Colorado is at home. Not been crazy this year like they have in the past, but Story against a lefty, can't go wrong. And then you got a couple Minnesota guys. Just maybe you can stack them there. Kopech, I don't know if you say his name, Kopech, with Chicago. And then obviously, like I said, some Boston guys here with Xander Bogaerts. Who else are we looking at? Maybe Nick Ahmed for a cheap punt play. I usually don't pick people against Corbin, but Simmons is half decent against a lefty, so maybe you can put Simmons in there as a GPP flyer. And then outfield, obviously you got more Rockies, Gonzalez, Blackman, and then you got Yelich, Peralta. So, yeah, it's kind of what you're looking at. You got a lot of Arizona Diamondbacks, Red Sox. You got a couple of Milwaukee guys, some Colorado guys to fill out your cash lineups there for sure. Let's go over here. And these are some of the top pitchers of today's slate. We got Snell, Tanaka, Barrios, Corbin, and Lopez to do your top five there. Snell, if you can get him in there, I like him, 9,600. Kansas City, like I said, they're not really that good. The Wolves at 293, 122 ISO, so they're not going to hit much on you. Total matchups of 415, as you see, one of the best on the slate, tied with Tanaka there. Strikeout versus righties as a team is only 23%, which isn't too bad. Obviously, here, as you see, White Sox strike out a lot, 25.7, and also Philadelphia does as well. Swing strike percentage is 11.2 there for the Royals. So, like I said, if you can get Snell, don't mind him. He should strike out at least 7 or 8 in this one. Tanaka, yeah, I don't mind him. Miami once in a while does go off, but, Tanaka is in a pitcher's park for sure. Almost similar numbers here, 293, 122 ISO, and a 415 total matchup. So either one of those guys, it's up to you if you have the money for those guys. If you want to go Jose Barrios, he's been pretty good as well. As you see there, 307 ISO. Wolva, they might get a couple hits off him. he's not as, how do I say it, cashy as Tanaka and Snell, because he could give up a couple runs here. I do like Corbin though, 290 wall of 146 ISO, 436 total matchup. So I think it's got to go Tanaka, Snell, and then Corbin as my top three pitchers for sure in that one. And then you got Pablo Lopez. I don't know if I can really trust that. Who knows? Maybe you want to put him in there against the Yankees, very GPP. Another half decent matchup here. Kyle Hendricks here, 288, 134, and a 422 total matchup. Detroit, as you see, 11.5 swing strike, not too good. K percentage against righties, and so if you need someone relatively cheap, mid range, 8,100, maybe put him in there. But I'm focusing on the big guys there. As you see here, Bieber, Erlin, they all don't have too good of matchups there. Ponce de Leon, I think that's how you say it, against the Dodgers. He's been good when he got called up, if you guys remember, but we'll see. With the Mets, they've been half decent here the last week or so. Maybe put him in there against Chris Stratton. I don't think they're. Yeah, they are in New York, so maybe you can go that way. If you want to go that way, don't mind a little mini Met stack there. So anyway, cash stacks for sure is Colorado, Milwaukee, maybe a couple from the Arizona game, Chicago for sure, and then a couple Minnesota guys, maybe one or two Yankees. Couple cheaper guys that you can pick, maybe a couple guys from Tampa if you want to go that way. Also, like I said, cash Boston for sure. You can have a couple guys from that Cleveland side if you want. New York Mets could be an interesting one there against Stratton. Pick a couple of them. Maybe one or two Toronto guys if you want to go that way. Like I said, Bundy, every time I pick against him, he's been pretty good. So that's kind of what I am looking at there. So let me go see if I can maybe plug in something for you. Let's go look at Hendricks. Like I said, if you want a couple of the big guys, you can't really have Snell in there or Tanaka because they're just so dang expensive tonight. Like I said, 8,100 here for Hendricks. He's been up and down with a 4.11. Let's go look at his game log here. 30, 49, 32, 31, and 36. I do not know his home and away split, so you would probably have to look at that before picking because these last three games he's been half decent. Looks like they've all been at home. Have been giving up a couple earned runs, as you see there. So he's not going to do anything crazy. If he gets you 30, 35, maybe, you can go that way, get a couple more big bats. He probably won't be too popular here. As you know, Detroit, not the greatest team, but also Detroit can come out of nowhere and hit some bombs on you. So, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Like I said, a big slate here. So, like I said, Snell, Tanaka, Corbin, maybe, pick those guys, maybe Hendricks. We will see. Like I said, watch a little bit of that weather there for that Washington game. Definitely going to want to watch that one. So, that is it. Like I said, NFL doing pretty good. Preseason week 3 is coming up on, I think, about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not sure. I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Anyway, we are doing that. If you want to hit us up on that, it's only $10 for the rest of the preseason, which is 2 weeks, only $5 a week. So that's really cheap. PGA is coming up on Thursday morning. Like I said, we won last week. Would love to have you again. Only $10 for 2 lineups. Like I said, MLB, 9 out of 11 days we've been cashing. Only $8 a day or $30 for the month. And like I said, NBA still a little bit away, but definitely excited for that one. That is my sport, and I know you guys are excited for that one as well. So like I said, that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, we'd love to have you guys, sub to our lineups. We'd love to have you guys. Like I said, if you put those in double ups and cash, those double ups and 50-50s, those things are cash in almost every single day. So very, very, very easy money. Just keep doubling up until NBA comes or NFL as well. So alrighty, guys, we will see you guys all a little bit later, and hopefully you guys all have a pretty good